Welcome to After Hours. Mad Cat here. Detroit City came into tonight's match with a 1-0 record and pretty much dominated this affair with Kalamazoo United down at Detroit City Fieldhouse. So, no video of the match. Apparently, we talked to Dave Dwahey after the match. Apparently, something was up with one of the boxes, so that they were able to feed the match. But they're trying to get that fixed, and hopefully, we'll have some video for the next match against Kalamazoo, which will be taking place in a couple weeks at the City Fieldhouse. So, but to start things off here, so we're gonna go by my live Blue Sky tweets or Blue Sky messages that I sent tonight. So just so you know, like I said, I'm on Blue Sky at it's SNID at Blue Sky Social, and just follow us or just type in Soccer Night in Detroit there, and you'll happen to find where I'm at. And I'll be try to do as many match recaps as I can. I'm trying to get into more of the Blue Sky more than I am doing Twitter. I'm also on Twitter as well, and of course you'll see all the fancy stuff there. I originally did this at the clubhouse. Unfortunately, some audio difficulties after the match there, so that unfortunately got scrapped. But we were able to save some video from there, and you'll see that later on. But first off, the recap of the match so far, or last night. First, Detroit went up 2-0 on Kalamazoo with goals by Amanda Britton and Ciarlino scoring first for Detroit City. They were up at that point at 7:28 to go in the first quarter by a score of 2-0. Then Kayla Addison put the ball in the back of the net to make it a 3-0 advantage for Detroit City. End of the first quarter, they were leading at that point 3-0. Going into the second quarter of action, Tatiana Mason at 11:37 of that quarter puts Detroit City up by a score of 4-0. Then Anita Dow at the 9:51 mark made it 5-0 for Detroit City. Only one penalty in the match that went to Lauren Blade of Kalamazoo United. She was sent off at the 2:20 mark of the second quarter, and thus that was the last action of the first half. Detroit City goes into the half leading 5-0. Kirsten, little goalie change at the end of the or at the beginning of the second half. Actually, Kirsten Williams went in for Gabby Shriver. She would do that a couple times during the match tonight, but she came in at the start of the second half. Then at the 11:23 mark of the third quarter, Kalamazoo got their first goal of the match, and at that point it was 5-1 in favor of Detroit City. Then Gabby went back into the net at the 7:02 mark. A little bit after that, Kayla Addison scored her second goal of the night, making it a 6-1 advantage for Detroit City FC. Tatiana Mason would score her second goal a little over a minute later at the 5:08 mark, making it 7-1 Detroit City. And at the end of the third, it was 7-1, as I mentioned, in favor of Detroit City. Then in the fourth quarter, Shannon McCarthy finally got on the board as far as goal scoring this year. Her first of the year. Beautiful pass from Kayla Addison directly to her. and it made it 8-1 in favor of Detroit City. A penalty was given at the 10-17 mark, given to Kalamazoo United. However, Williams got control of that penalty shot and denied the Kalamazoo shot taker. And then not that long after that, it was Alexandra Tefond passing sweet ball to Kayla Addison to give her the hat trick. Detroit City went up at that point by a score of 9-1. Kalamazoo would add one more at the 4:15 mark of the fourth quarter, and that was your final, folks. Detroit City FC 9, Kalamazoo United 2. Detroit City FC goes to 2-0 on the season thus far. So, like I said, my apologies for the first part of the video. Mostly it was a recap of the match. Unfortunately, audio difficulties there, a little bit of overmodulation and all that, so we had to add that out, unfortunately. However, though, Steve and I were able to get a couple interviews out of the deal. First off, the head coach of the women's USLW side joined us after the match down at Keyworth.
On the video that we saw, Kalamazoo had their chances the last time that they played us there. Maybe a little bit of a closer game. Tonight, I did not see any of that whatsoever.
No, reading the scoring from the last game in Kalamazoo, Kalamazoo went on a run, and Detroit City out at home. But here, it was home field advantage.
Yep.
In the rock concert, there was a lot of music, a lot of fans cheering. I think I was at a Slater Kitty concert. Concert.
I thought it was like a battle between the supporters groups. Kalamazoo brought a bunch of supporters, which we like.
Yeah,
I don't mind. We love the cross banner between supporter groups and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It makes the game a little bit
more fun. Yeah.
But and obviously Northern Guard blew them out of the building as far as in my honest opinion.
Hey, Dan.
Hey,
Hey, Joel. Hey, Coach. We're on Saturday Night Post Day. Hi, Hey, Joel from the men's coach. How are you?
How are you?
How did you enjoy this night's victory 9-2 over Kalamazoo?
Awesome. Fun to watch. I had a great view of many of the goals. Thought the women played a really good, clean, attractive style of soccer tonight, and it's always fun to watch them in this environment. Great crowd.
I know. And I'm going to ask this for every player we get, but since you're the head coach of the men's team and Danny Evans, your head coach of the indoor team, who's your first assistant, how does this indoor game translate to the outdoor game, by the way?
Well, I mean, they're obviously very different, but I think in terms of like the benefit to the women playing here as they transition into the outdoor game, the tight space they have to operate in, the intensity of the game, the physicality. I think great game. They get so much out of this experience. They come in with a really well polished skill set in those areas, and it just makes the 11-on where they have more space and more time on the ball. I think it just makes them that much sharper and better equipped to succeed in the 11-on-11 setting.
And don't forget, the outdoor game, they don't have no boards.
That's right. You don't have to deal with that element. It's so tight and physical in here, and to be able to navigate that really helps them out a lot.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Take care, everyone.
All right.
Thanks, you guys.
Yep. Thanks for coming by.
Anytime.
Yep. Dave Leahy, head coach of the USLW squad that took home the Central Conference title last July.
I told you to get some guys.
Hell yeah. We're gonna get Kayla. We're gonna try to get Kayla in here in a little bit as far as post-match interview goes there. But any final thoughts before we,
I have nothing. This was a really great night, and one of these days they're gonna play Slater Kitty music during a women's game. Hopefully, or Rush, or the Remote. They're my favorite band.
There you go. So.
It was fun.
Yeah. Okay.
And by the way, next game will be on 118. Please do get your tickets early.
Yes,
Sold
they
out.
sell out. They sell out really quick here.
Yes.
As you know, I mean, it was a packed house here tonight. At least a good 450 showing up here. I resigned myself to up above over by the bathrooms there. At a great angle of everything, so you can see everything.
And guess what? We're on the on-ramp to the 2025 season.
That's right.
So USLT for the men and USLW for the women. Not the Super League. Not yet.
Not yet.
Until we move
further down the road as far as that goes. So,
okay.
All right, we're going to get some interviews, and we'll be back with you in a little bit. All right. All right, we're here with Kayla Addison, the Patrick goal scorer tonight as Detroit City rolls over Kalamazoo United FC by a score of 9-2. Kayla, how did it feel out there?
Being at home again, home opener, it was amazing. Like the energy that the fans bring, the music, the energy that we brought. We were excited to be at home and start this season at home. So it was great. It was fun.
It was like being in a Slater Kinney concert. One of my favorite bands, by the way.
Nice.
Now this is going to be an odd schedule. Now, I mean, everything was set until the West Michigan Ambition decided to bow out of the season. Now you're playing 4 straight games against Kalamazoo United. Does playing the same team consecutive times? How does it feel with the psyche of the club?
I mean, yeah, it's a little different. Something new for us playing the same team 4 times in a row, but it gives us an opportunity to build our game and work on certain things that we see game from game. I think knowing the opponent that we're going to play helps us build on our game and work on certain things that we see game by game.
Which will make it nice because you got a trip coming up back-to-backer between you and Iowa Demon Hawks. So a weekend matchup, which is very helpful travel-wise. First of all, it'll probably be helpful for you all as far as getting to know your opponent better.
Yeah, that'll be something new. We haven't played a team from Iowa. We have another team from Indiana. So I'm excited to see some of these new teams and play against them. And travel a little bit is going to be interesting, but it always brings memories for the team. So it'll be fun.
That's kind of a weird name, the Iowa Demon Hog.
Well, we've never played anybody from Iowa, so we've never traveled that far either. So traveling that far will be interesting.
The only team I know from Iowa is the Hawkeyes. Home of Kalen Clark, the greatest NCAA scorer of all time.
And also home to my college coach. He coaches there now.
Very good there. Very good.
For you, because you were playing with your you were playing with your family, and that way it must be special. We were doing our pregame show in the bus box, and they had to reserve it for your grandma, which is kind of special.
Yeah, I love that. Yep. I love that she's able to come and you guys are able to hold the spot and support her.
Yep. And she got a good view of the action, especially all 3 of your goals tonight. So, I mean, great job as far as that goes. So, one thing, and of course, the one thing I look at the club over the past couple of years, this women's indoor schedule translating into the outdoor schedule. How is the camaraderie amongst these players that you play with?
There's a handful of girls that are different from indoor to outdoor, but we have a really good core that do both indoor and outdoor, so it helps build a lot of that chemistry. And the girls that are separate from indoor and outdoor feed into that chemistry really well, so it just helps build us all year round.
Which leads me to a good follow-up question. How do playing the indoor game, which you were the lead scorer last year with 20 goals, translate to the outdoor game, which you were the confident scorer last year with 5? How do it translate from playing indoors with boards with playing outdoors without boards and all that?
This game is a little bit more aggressive. It helps keep our fitness up, for one. It helps us to, I don't want to say toughen up like we're not tough, but like get that grit and get that toughness, because this game requires that toughness and that grit. So keeping our touch up, keeping our fitness up, getting that grit, and then translating that to outdoor is what that does for us.
I know, and you want to get back to that national semifinal to get some unfinished business. I remember after we were high-flying everybody in the defense line, I saw a lot of girls disappointed, but they knew they're ready for one more this summer.
Oh, we're definitely hungry and ready to go back and do it again, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Kayla. Great job tonight, by the way.
Great job, Kayla.
And that's it from here until we see you again in a couple weeks from the field house. For Steve, Kayla, This is Bearcat saying, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the galaxy.